Dr. Bruce Lipton, absolute pioneer in energetic biology, calls these nano tornadoes of energy. You see, when we break down a cell, they are simply made of atoms. When you break down an atom, they are simply made of protons, electrons, neutrons, and quarks. When you break down electrons, protons, neutrons, and quarks, they're simply vortices of energy. So in its simplest form, humans are made of energy. Cells are made of energy. So therefore, we are simply made of energy. All of us. When you hear things, all the buzzwords, raise your vibration, high vibe, what that really means is changing your frequency to the energy that you're already giving off. This is crazy. Science has measured that all humans at all times are giving off approximately 12 gigahertz. Isn't that wild? This means that every one of us is vibrating and giving off frequencies at all times. I bet you can guess, if you've been watching my videos, exactly what emits this energy and these frequencies. It is our heart and our brain. In other words, the emotions you feel and the thoughts that you think are the creators of the frequency and vibration you are emitting every single second. This is why you hear so much about the power of thought, about the power of the things that we think and feel. My name is Dre. I'm a coach and mentor. I specialize in spirituality and meditation. If you want a free guided meditation, I have my inner sanctuary meditation in the comments and right there at the top of the description. Download it and change your life. You see, the more positive our emotions, the higher frequency we will emit. Now, Dr. David R. Hawkins, one of the greatest thinkers of our time, he has created a diagram of vibrational states of being. This is the energetic frequency. But does this stuff work? And if it does work, how? And why is it so important for all humans to live a high vibe lifestyle? You see, very often these terms are linked to spirituality, okay? And truth be told, you don't have to be a crazy spiritual person like super hippy dippy to really understand this and live a fulfilling high vibrational life. If you would like a guided step-by-step meditation for free, I've created one. Check it out. It's in the description. I pinned it to the comments. Check it out. It's free. It'll get you started on the right path. It's called my Inner Sanctuary Meditation. Science is getting way more advanced, and we are discovering new things about the human brain, about the metaphysical, about frequency and vibration that we never thought possible. In my personal opinion, I think this has been hidden from humans for quite a long time, but now, more than ever, it's being pushed into the public's eye, and it's so necessary. It is who you are. It is who I am. If we learn to understand these frequencies and vibrations that we emit, it is so much easier to live a better life. Because the ancient philosophers and thinkers, the greats of our time, have been pushing this on the public for centuries, but it never got through. It's always been pushed away. Because I know you've had this experience. Have you ever been around someone where their vibration, their vibe was infectious, absolutely infectious? You couldn't stop gravitating towards them. Like they have some pull, just some charisma about them. That is their frequency affecting you. Now, on the other side of that, the flip coin, have you ever been around people where it's absolutely terrible to be in their presence? It makes you feel almost ill inside. That is also you feeling their frequency, their personal energy bubble, their aura. So one of the very first things that I really try to put into my students' head, the only thing you can do is separate yourself from these people. Now, there's a great saying in the coaching business: you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with. You show me your friends, I'll show you exactly who you're going to be in 10 years. That is so true. When I was younger, I hung out with a lot of just deadbeats, people that were super low vibe, angry, negative. Their whole outlook on life was negative and vicious. And that put me in that state for years and years. When I finally broke free from these people, I realized that whole time I was being pulled down by their energy. It's so much easier when you break away from those weights that are holding you low vibration. Your natural being, your natural state is that of love, of enlightenment. That is who you truly are. Now, we have discovered that the heart alone emits an electromagnetic frequency of over 3 feet. I personally think for miles. You can affect people and things for miles. We all have a very unique energy bubble that surrounds us. This has already been found, and I think that the great philosophers and thinkers and mystics for thousands of years have known this. This is not new. This is just being now brought to the public. If you would like a guided step-by-step meditation for free, I've created one. Check it out. It's in the description. I pinned it to the comments. Check it out. It's free. It'll get you started on the right path. So back to Dr. David R. Hawkins. Listen to what he has to say about this. Most of the world's population vibrates at 200 or under. And I think it's time we begin to change that power in our energy and vibrations. Look at the chart. You can see the more positive emotions you encompass moment to moment, the more you will raise your vibrations. However, I must state this. This is so much easier said than done. The longer we put off meditating, going within, really unleashing our spiritual self, which is 90% of who we truly are, because the other 10%, our 5 senses, that is not that big of a deal when you really look at the big picture. We all are capable of so much more. So neuroscience, and especially Dr. Dispenza, has put this right into the public's eye. After studying mass amounts of neuroscience and all kinds of things having to do with energy, frequency, vibration, our chakras, the spiritual being, it is now known that out of the 60 to 70,000 thoughts each of us have every single day, 80 to 90% of those thoughts are the same as yesterday and the same as the day before. So what does that tell you? That tells you that we are truly living by the memories of the past. It becomes almost habitual that we create a story for ourselves. And that's very powerful. I'll get into that in a second. The story that we create and internally tell ourselves needs to be future oriented, not the past. Dr. Dispenza has concluded that 95% of us, of who we are by the time we're aged 35 to 40, is a self-memorized pattern of thoughts and behaviors that we have memorized for decades. And it's just hanging out in your subconscious, just hanging out there. So you might be asking, how do we go into our subconscious? How do we truly change the patterns that are driving us forward every day and change our lives, our belief systems, and more importantly, our identity and the story that we tell ourselves and that we've been telling ourselves for years and years? The trick to all of that is learning the tool of meditation. The ones that I create are particularly designed with frequencies and goals, a true goal for that particular meditation. That is the path. Because I'll tell you this, When I first started diving into this, I really wanted to meditate. And I thought, oh, if I just sit, close my eyes, breathe, it will make the magic happen. And fair warning, if you've never meditated before, it will change your life. Just doing that, because it literally takes less than 17 seconds to tap into your subconscious, to tap in. But the thing that I missed, that I didn't know, that I'm going to tell you right now, you will face your subconscious. You will face everything you've pushed down, tried to forget about, those traumas. For me personally, I got bullied a ton in high school. Tons. And even in middle school and when I was younger, lots of trauma based around that. And I found myself confronting certain traumas that I had no idea were still on a pattern running me, truly running me. And the thing is when you begin to do these practices, it is called shadow work. Shadow work is a continuous effort on your part the rest of your life. Because just because in your life you may be facing traumas Eckhart Tolle calls pain bodies, and you can handle them and heal yourself, there's another level to that. That is called ancestral trauma. Things that happened thousands of years ago to somebody that you are energetically connected through your DNA. This is a whole nother video. I'm going to do a whole nother video on ancestral trauma and healing of this type of trauma. Let's stick to the facts today. Real simple. You are made of frequency and energy to your core. And every bit of your DNA holds these patterns, and basically you're a living, walking computer of the past and the future. I think a lot of spiritual coaches miss that part. You can truly map out your future. Now, to start doing this, to really rewire your subconscious and shift your identity, we must learn meditation. Just the tool of it alone is mind-blowing. And I think a lot of people will stop there because they think they did it. I did the meditation. I had a great day. That's good. I love when I hear that from people, but that's just the first step. There's so much more. There's so much more. And it all begins and starts from the inside out. When we really, truly, all in, 100% invest in our own well-being, our spiritual well-being, and personal development, understanding you have the conscious choice to change these beliefs. You can begin to reprogram your beliefs and set intentions to align with your absolutely ideal life. The real, ideal, true you, that is absolutely possible. You absolutely can achieve this. You see, investing in our emotional wellness and personal development deeper into your ingrained beliefs and thought patterns, you really begin to heal yourself from the inside out. Absolutely becoming aware of your emotions, of your thoughts, of the things that you believe. That is the most powerful thing I ever could teach you. The awareness is the most powerful thing. Awareness is key. Really just becoming aware. Just stepping away from the patterns that you think are really you. You can then pick things out to handle. You can be aware of them, let them go. And now let them go doesn't mean letting them go from you. It means becoming aware of them and being okay with them being there, but separate from you. That is letting go. I think that's a huge misconception in the meditation spiritual community. A lot of people make letting go seem like you're letting it go, like you're holding on to a balloon and you let it go and it flies away forever. No. Everything that you've experienced and everything your ancestors have experienced is in your DNA. It is energetically and vibrationally attached to you. You cannot let it go. You can only become aware of it. That simple awareness is letting go. Because if you're not aware, then it's running you. You're on autopilot. So yesterday I was on a coaching call with my client, and he was so concerned with one of his subconscious beliefs that he had been holding on to for a very long time. And his problem was, I can't let this go. What will happen to me if I let this go? Now, this is huge, because sometimes when we become aware of that which is controlling us, that which is running on autopilot in our subconscious, it's really hard to allow it to be separate, because becoming aware is the first step, and that is enough most of the time. But our ego wants to hold on to things that it thinks protects us. And when you first start this journey, there are so many moments where you feel like you're just giving your life away. And you are. And it's good. That is the biggest step that people crumble. They just crumble under. Me as well. When I went down that journey and I learned how many things I thought that I was, the tip that I can give you right now is that when you become aware of these things and it feels so hard to separate, instead of fighting, just surrender. But the vibrational frequency of this is not of weakness. It's not of cowering. Okay? It is of strength, and it's of gratitude. Simply be thankful for that which you see. And then, while you're in that state of awareness, there's no doubt in my mind, it will come to you. It may not be immediately. It may take a few meditation sessions. It might take months, like it did me, because you want to fight so bad. But just understand that this trauma truly is the lesson you specifically need to learn to move forward. There's a really great saying that I want to say to you right now, and I have begun to live by this for the last few years immensely. Nothing in this world happens to you. The victimizing of yourself and that sort of mentality is not going to get you anywhere. Things always, no matter how severe, happen for you. Now, the best way I can give you to raise your energy, raise your vibration, and stay that way is continually be grateful. Truly be grateful for the life you live, where you are. It doesn't matter. Material things do not matter. Be thankful for the life that you are living. That's it. You can go beyond that. The water, the bed, the house. Be thankful for your dog, for your family. All that stuff is good. But let's dive deeper. Just be thankful for the most important thing, the life. You are here. You are breathing. It feels good. When you wake up in the morning, be thankful that you have become alive.